Hello friends, and welcome to my channel. My name is Jess. I'm so glad that you guys are joining me because today we are going to be talking about photo printing for your journal or your planner. So for my new viewers, welcome. My returning viewers, welcome back. I'm really glad that you guys are joining me, and let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. So one thing that I started doing is about August, I started printing out photos for my journal. I really wanted to really turn this into something that I knew that I would want to flip through in the future, because these are a form of memory keeping, and I'm doing that, continuing on with this one as well. It does really increase like the thickness of it, which is perfectly fine with me. So I have really made it a point to print out more photos, just so then that way I can be able to actually kind of put them in my journal. I don't necessarily do daily journaling anymore, but I do a lot more reflective journaling where maybe I'll journal one night and I'll just kind of journal over a few pages worth. For a while, I was using the Canon SELPHY printer. It was okay. I've never really been super impressed with the quality of the Canon SELPHY. So I did go ahead and upgrade to the Canon SELPHY, which I think is really, really, really good photo printer. And I just really enjoy using it, honestly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I get this set up. I have an album of photos that I'm going to print out, and I will just show you how I actually put them into my planner. So for starters, we're going to go ahead and set up the Canon SELPHY. I have the CP1500, which I believe is the newest or like the most updated version of the Canon SELPHY. And I also purchased a color ink and paper set. It basically comes with 108 sheets, and it came with 3 of the inks. I only have one left. I did kind of have like an error with one of the inks, but this is what the ink is. It's yellow, blue, and magenta, and then I think like a black that just goes and gives each photo the color using color theory. It just basically fits into the side. I really like it, but like I said, I did have a problem with one of the inks, so I'm not sure how that's going to impact in terms of having leftover paper, but we will see. I'm going to open up the front, and this is like the piece that holds the paper, the tray, and it just really fits into there. And this does have to be plugged in, so this is not something that is good for somebody who wants a printer that they can be able to take with them somewhere. If you want, I don't know why that was so difficult. If you want a printer that is going to be good to take with you places, something that you can be able just to stick into your bag, I would really recommend getting like a small photo printer like this. I don't necessarily recommend the Canon SELPHY, maybe the newer version. I haven't really seen it. There is a Kodak version, and I think there is a Polaroid version that are both really good. If it was me, I would probably go with the Kodak version. Like I said, not the older Canon SELPHY. Just do not recommend. So here is the front of it, and you can be able to kind of choose, like if you were to put a card in here, like a little storage card, SD card, you could be able to select and print from there. What I do is I use the Canon SELPHY app. Boo, boo, boo. And I actually have all of the photos set in a separate album, so then that way it's just really easy to get to. And you can be able to do this multiple ways. You can be able to print single photos. You can be able to arrange them if you want to have like so many per here. So many per sheet. Sorry, brain not working. That's the end up. and it makes them all the same size. You can do bookmark layout, which gives you like 8 smaller ones. And then you can do shuffle layout, which gives you various sizes. I do like the shuffle layout, but I don't always, it's really tough to get the size that you want. So I don't use that very often. We are going to try the N up. And I think what we're going to do some of them as 8 and then some of them as 4. So I just do postcard. I leave the glossy the same. For the N up, you can choose what you want. And then I go ahead and leave the optimize when printing on. I really haven't had a problem to where it doesn't give me, it messes up the quality. So I usually just go ahead and leave it. Okay, so the way that the photos that I have a few of them that I want to print out as that 4 size. I think I've got like maybe 8 total that I'll do that for. And then the other 4 or the other 8, because I've got 16 total, I'm going to print smaller. So sometimes I will like literally just choose photos that I want to have just like maybe just decoration in my journal. So that's what we're going to do for these ones. You can be able to change the border. You can change the background color. If you have any empty spaces, you can be able to have it to where it shows like a dot grid. Maybe if you wanted to write on it. They have an overcoat. So if you wanted to add like little decorations, they have stamps, text, paint, and then you can also create a QR code, filters, and then just your normal functional. So we're going to go ahead and print. It wants us, by joining the network, it's basically connecting the phone and your selfie printer. And this is when we're going to play a game of do 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 do. There we go. Okay, so now I'm just going to go ahead and let it run, and then we will print out some more, and then we will print out the rest. But this way you can be able to see what it looks like. I do feel like the quality is really good. Like especially these ones, these are actually wallpapers that somebody created like for your phone. And I was like, I really want that in my journal. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to be cutting these out. I'm going to use them, and I'm actually going to write the account that I found on Threads where I downloaded those from. Okay, so I'm going to really quickly, I'm probably going to speed this part up, but I'm going to go ahead and print out the other 4 that are going to be this size. And then I'm going to print out the 8 that are going to be smaller. It is so satisfying watching these print out. So I have 3 sheets of photos. I think next time that I print out photos, I am going to turn the optimization off, and I want to see like what the difference is, but I'm very happy with these. So I'm going to put this away. I'm going to get out my cutter so we can be able to cut these, and I can have them to be able to use for journaling. So the paper cutter that I use is a Fiskars. I think this is the one that like it expands out. It's like the bigger one. I really like it, and I feel like this is absolutely perfect for cutting out photos. So these each have a perforated edge on either side. So that is super easy in trimming that off. And really all that I'm gonna do is I'm just going to just cut it down the middle. I don't really care too much about having like an exact border on these, because what I will most likely do when I actually go to put the photo in my journal, I may cut the border off. So I really just try to, just try to cut it as straight as possible. That is all that matters to me. And there we go. I have 4 photos. As you see, I did not do a very good job of getting the border straight, but again, it doesn't matter. Okay, so this one's a little bit more different because of the fact that it already has like white edges. So yeah, whatever, it's fine. But this one though, this is actually a chai cookie recipe. It is Taylor Swift's chai cookie recipe. It's like a sugar cookie. And I made these and I want to make some more. So I decided to print out a copy of her handwritten recipe. It's all on the internet because she uploaded it like years and years ago on Tumblr. And I thought it'd be really fun when next time that I go to make these cookies to actually include a photo of the recipe. And then we have all these photos of my cats, because what else am I going to take photos of besides my cats? So I'm going to really quickly cut these down and then I will go to the next sheet. So we have all of these photos. Now, if I'm not going to use the photo right away, I will go ahead and put it away somewhere that I'm not going to lose it. So then that way I can be able to use it in the future. I am going to separate these. Okay, there we go. So let's go to my current journal. And here, let's go to the autumn page. Okay, so I still have to journal on this page. Again, I don't daily journal. I do more of like a reflection journaling. So something like this, I could 100% put like right there. Or one thing that I was thinking about doing on this page is I was thinking about going ahead and including a photo of some books that I purchased yesterday. So these are books that I purchased. And I think what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and completely cut off the entire white border. Because for this one, I do not want it. And instead of using the paper cutter, I'm just going to use the scissors. Boom, look at this, so easy. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. And I was just thinking I could just put that right there. So let's go ahead and glue that down. So a couple options that you can use. You can either use double-sided glue tape, which I love using. This paper is not sticker paper. You can purchase sticker paper for it, but I'm not going to because I think it's like smaller packs and probably like the same amount of money, if not more. And I just kind of figured I can use glue sticks or glue tape to glue it down. So yeah, you can either use glue tape or use Elmer glue sticks. If you're going to use glue sticks, the only ones that I have are scented, and I didn't want to just throw them away. So I'm using them up, but if I have a preference, it's going to be the purple disappearing Elmer's glue sticks. So if you are one that you want to start junk journaling, you want to start journaling, you want to start including photos or other things in your notebook, I highly recommend using the purple Elmer's disappearing glue sticks. This one just smells like blueberry. I don't know like how long ago that I bought this. I don't know why I bought this scented. I think maybe because like they were all out of the purple. But I mean, like I said, I'm not gonna waste it. And there we go. I know I just have a fun photo in there. I was also thinking, so this is for today. I again haven't I haven't even touched my daily planner for today, but I do want to include some photos. So what I was thinking about doing was I was going to include this photo of Vinny and this photo of Duke. So we're going to go ahead, and for these ones, I'm going to do the same thing where I am cutting off the border. I feel like 9 times out of 10, I will cut off the border. If I create like a layout of the photos, like maybe I want 2 or 3 photos in one, I want like 2 or 3 photos printed out together, like in one little clump, then I will leave the border in there. But if it is just the individual photo, I am going to cut off the border. There's that one. I'm not cutting this very well. It's also hard because like some of these photos, it's like lined up with white, and I'm like, okay, where's the photo? Where's the border? Especially this one because he was taken against a white wall. Plus, honestly, like the lights don't make it, like the lights are really shiny against the shiny photo paper, so it kind of makes it a little difficult for me. This is much better to do during the day when I don't need to have my lights so heavy. Yeah, so I think for this one, what we're going to do one right here and one right there. Okay, I'm hoping that doesn't move. And let's just go ahead and put glue on this one. I'm just trying to be careful. I mean, I am getting glue on the other page. So like if you see me kind of wipe something off, that's what I'm doing. Okay, we're gonna put Vinny right there. And then we're gonna do this photo of Duke. I'm sure that there's much better ways of doing this to where I don't get glue everywhere, but I'm good. And then we're gonna put this photo of Duke right there. That is so stinking cute. And in this way, it still gives me plenty of room to journal. But I really love being able to like print out photos and have them in my journal because it's just a way of making this something that is really just for me. So we've got that. And then also I am printing out, because I'm really trying to get back into knitting. I'm printing out my knitting patterns and I'm kind of creating like some knitting pages. So I printed out just like a little small photo of the yarn that I'm using. And then I'm going to be having other photos, like especially as I'm knitting the fingerless mitts. And then I'm going to have a finished photo. So I haven't decided if I'm going to leave this photo in there or if I'm going to print it out bigger. But that will be a future Jessica to decide. And like one thing else I'm doing is, like I mentioned, I have a lot of journaling to do. I'm just kind of putting in like different stuff into my journal. So for instance, this one, I had these bookmarks, that are like fun for writing in your books that you're reading. And then I took 2 bookmarks, one from Book of the Month, one from Aardvark, and I just cut them down and I used it on that page. So I thought that was super fun. Let's see. Okay, let me go back here. So back here is some cards. So I have some birthday cards that I started saving up, and I'm basically kind of creating like junk journaling pages on almost with it. Some of them are really decorative. Some of them are just super simple. It really just kind of depends on the card itself. But this is like a really fun thing to do. And yeah, that's it. So there we go. Adding photos to your journal. Again, I highly recommend the Canon SELPHY. It will be linked down below. and let me know if you have any questions or if you have any other ideas of fun things to do in your planner. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this. Thumbs up, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.